Greetings YouTube, Hillman here, and this video is in response to a request from Angela's brand new bag, who asked me in a comment on one of my videos about what stuff I use for vaping, what do I like, what are the basics of vaping. And so I got a couple little things here, and of course I'm a cheapskate, and you can go out on the web and you can find all kinds of fancy schmancy mods and batteries, but I'm a basic kind of guy. What I have right here is a EVOD, a little clearomizer tank with an Ego T battery. This particular battery is a 900 mAh battery, and you can find batteries for 650, 900, and 1300, and all that means is that the higher the number, the longer the battery will last between recharges. This particular battery here takes about, when it's completely dead, about 2 hours to completely charge. And on a normal day of vaping, or like if I vape when I go to work and then all into the next day, by the time I get home the next day, I need to put it on a charger. It's usually dead, and it lasts for me a long time. I mean, you can spend some serious cash, and I like vaping, but I like to keep things simple, and so this is just a couple of things that I like. I will say that there are only 3 vendors that I've ever purchased from. I got my original kit that had a little CE4 clearomizer that held just a little bit less than this EVOD, which is made by Kanger, and I think 1.7. They might have held about the same amount, maybe a little bit more or less. But it came with that and a charger and a hard shell case, and I paid $22 for it. I went cheap because I wanted to see if I would like vaping. Well, I like vaping, but does that mean that I want to go out and get a K100 mod or a Vamo, or some of these a SID, or some of these? I might someday, but I'm really not into the whole wattage versus voltage and all the things that those can give, and I'm certainly not knocking those. And if people, there's a ton of people that enjoy them and they like them, and there's no problem with that whatsoever. I don't have a problem with it, and I may eventually get one, just to try it out. The 3 vendors that I've bought from are Mad Vapes, which is where I originally bought my kit. I buy all my EGs from Mountain Baker Vapor. I said it right that time. Usually it's like Mountain Baker Vapor. But anyway, and also altsmoke.com. I will put links in the box to Mount Baker Vapor and also to Alt Smoke. I just recently bought a Ego Spinner, which is an adjustable voltage. I cannot remember. I want to say that these, when they're fully charged, these Ego batteries do 3.2 volts. Or is it 3.7 volts? I can't remember, and so I'll try to put a little deal in there and correct myself when I post this video up, so I can make sure. But those twist batteries allow you to adjust the voltage from 3.3 to 4.8 volts, and what that does is that allows you to personalize your vape. Now, this particular one I just took off the charger, and it puts out plenty of vapor for me. I have had no complaints with this. In fact, I've got a coworker now that's got out 3 or 4 of these things now, and recently turned him on to the EVOD. The EVOD is what they call a bottom coil cartomizer. The coil is in the bottom, so no matter where you hold it, the juice is always at the bottom, and the wicks are picking up where you can burn it off. Now, it's a little bit of a cooler vape, not as compared to like the Vivinova, which I'll show you in a second. It's a little bit cooler, but I really don't notice the difference. A lot of people that smoked or vaped a whole lot longer than I have think that they're a little too airy or whatever. but I don't notice it. You know, I'm a noob, but you know, this works for me, and so I'm going to stick with simple. When you buy your juices, they come in little bottles like this. Now you can buy this is a this particular one, I believe, is 15 milliliters. This was a free sample from Mount Baker Vapor. If you buy $15 worth or whatever it is of e-juice, they normally will send you a free sample. This particular one is lemon. Tastes like Pledge. But I've had this one now for about a month and a half, so I'm going to let this sit and revisit it after about 3 months or so of just letting it sit, what they call steeping. And but now then, I'm going to take this little EVOD off here. This just screws. This has two different kinds of threads on it. These outer things are what is known as an eagle cone thread, and then you have a 510 thread that's on the inside. Now this EVOD has threading which allows it to fit on the ego threads and then just screw on. And you don't want to tighten this up like really tight. I just tighten it up until it stops. Then I just turn it a little bit more so that the window is lined up with the button so that I can just see it as a how full my little EVOD is here. Now then, you can go to a bigger tank. I was using this little Vivi Nova. This one here holds, I believe, let me look at this thing. Yeah, it's like 3.5 mils, I believe. This has a removable drip tip where you can replace the drip tip if you want to. Some people like to personalize their drip tips. This, if you notice, take this top off. This is a top wick, what they call a top wick. What it does is this sits in the juice and then it wicks up juice up over the coil to be vaped. Now this will give you a little bit more of a warmer vape, but you know, between this and this, I really can't tell that much difference. So that's it. Now for putting this tank on, you can also set this down. You can get this, and this is a beauty ring that came with my Vivi Nova. You can screw it on like that, put this on, and it just makes it look better. It's a beauty thing, cosmetic. Works fine without it. You can see, I'll stick it on here just so you can see it. It's not pretty. But anywho, now then, the thing about these bottom coil cartomizers is, and also the Vivi Novas and those, I recommend that you get a EVOD. I highly recommend these. They also make the Kangaroo Pro tank. Have one of those on order, and also the Ego spinner battery from Alt Smoke. And I'm really wanting to get that adjustable voltage and personalize it, and I don't think I'm ever going to need any more than that to really enjoy them, because I enjoy it. This is like buying a fleet car or a fleet truck. Basic, works like a champ, reliable. That's all I need. Okay, now when you get these, you can actually buy replacement coils. This is a blister pack. This is the EVOD pack. This is a 5-pack. They're available in adjustable ohms. These particular ones here, I believe, are like 2.5, which I like. The 1.8s will give you do a little bit better, but for a noticeable difference, I don't notice it. Get a little toot here. So really it all comes down, Angela, and anybody else that might be with us, if you're interested in vaping, it all comes down into how much money do you want to spend. Basic works for me, you know, a K100, a mechanical mod, a VAMO. You know, we're talking, you can go anywhere from, you know, $22.50 what I paid for my original setup, to mods that cost, you know, $150, $200. Hey, if it's worth that to you, then more power to you. And like I said, I may buy one. I may buy a VAMO or a SID or something in the future, and just to try one out if I can catch one on sale. Also would like to recommend a app for your phone called Vapor Joe's. He runs a blog that allows you to get deals on different kinds of vaping equipment. A lot of good stuff on there. and I check it every day to see, and if I see something really fantastic, I'll jump on it. So when my spinner comes in and my Cranger Pro Tank comes in, I'll put up some reviews on those. And Angela, I hope this answered some of your questions. If not, just leave me a comment and I can make another video or just send you a private message. Or anybody else that is interested in vape. There are ants crawling on my feet. That's why I keep looking down. Don't like ants. But anyway, I hope this helped you out. If it didn't, just send me a private message or let me know. I will put those links in there so you can check those people out. Oh, also as a side note, there is a lot of credit card and debit card fraud going on in the vaping community right now. It's not the company's fault unless they don't secure their stuff, but most everybody on the forums and Facebook believe that it's coming from crappy processors, credit card processing companies. Alt Smoke and Mount Baker Baker, I've ordered quite a bit of stuff, a lot of juice and some equipment, and I have never received any kind of scam or have my cards nailed for it. So I recommend that you make sure that when you go to your browser, you check those security settings and make sure that everything on that website is secure and locked down as best it can be. Doesn't have unsecured information on the checkout page or any of that thing, so protect yourself. If you can buy these cards from Walmart where you can preload them. A lot of people use those. That thing's good. I personally use my own personal credit card, not my debit card, because I have credit fraud protection on it. So just protect yourself. And so I think I've got everything in there that I wanted to say. Again, thanks for watching my videos, and thanks for subscribing. I think I'm up to 228 now, which when I started, that was like a distant dream, and I do really appreciate it. So too much talking. I hope you guys have a great Friday and a great weekend, and until we share another vape together, you two, peace.